All
Is it time
right.
to scream?
It is time to scream. uh,
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
oh god. Oh god, let me turn this on. There we go. Okay, all right, and with that, we're finally live. Why is the game paused again? It shouldn't be paused. There we go.
Because you don't like us.
Game
Apparently.
always paused, no playing allowed.
All right, with that, we are back. So, who wants to do the recap?
Nester's a fucking creep.
Yes.
Well,
Recap
we
done.
ended that.
Was the Nestor battle last session?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was 2 sessions ago.
No, two
Oh,
yeah,
sessions ago was Axel, and then you
Okay,
guys stopped, and then Nestor was like immediately immediately at the start.
We fucked up Nestor. We stole his creepy blackmail folder. He hit on me, and I took 20 emotional damage.
Let me flash that up on the screen real fast. The blackmail.
If it isn't the consequences of
there we
Seth's
go.
actions.
Then we left for Crag Beach. We did not stick around to find Jackie because we were all hurting. At Crag Beach, we ran into Finn, the fairy type gym leader. And he told me he was raised by fairy Pokemon. We bought some Snover cones. Then we went to the Pokemon Center, and on our way to the Pokemon Center, Lucy thought it was a great idea to come out of his ball, and he just fell to the ground because he's frozen. We got all healed up, and then Spira and Seth went shopping, and Eleanor ran off to the beach, and that's where we encountered Sherry, the Pokefan, who's waiting for Mount, is it Mount Glorious or Mount Victorious?
Mount Glory.
Mount Glory, yeah. And Eleanor pretty much harasses her to the point that she's like, "You're gonna see me there, and I'm gonna, give you a finger gun up in the stadium." Then Eleanor went shopping after she realized she ran off from her friends, and then we ended on a fishing trip where, I was expecting something like Magikarp or Goldeen or, the stuff you get with an old rod, and the first thing we caught was a Delmise. Then we pulled up a Wailord. And then lastly, we pulled up a Milotic.
Yep.
And now we have a vessel.
Captured all three, and yep, now they have a boat. No more having to use ferries. Which means I gotta make all the water routes.
So you do.
But that's fine, those are nice and easy. They're just, like, 3 textures.
Water with rock.
Yep, water with rocks. Maybe a sandy, like, bank somewhere. But with that, I think we're good. So, of course, if you haven't healed your Pokemon or yourself, don't forget to do that, because I assume y'all went to the hotel and rested.
Hubris, my son, why are you still damaged?
So, as that is going on, obviously I assume you're also going to do your, like, extended action and do your trainings and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and take care of those as well, and then we can get started.
Question, would it be fair to assume that Eleanor no longer has her injuries from the explosion?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you would have, I think you would have lost those, just naturally during the trip.
Fair enough.
Why is Osage out of its square?
Why not?
Back in there. He wants to run free.
He's breaking out.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and then so I guess I can go ahead and kind of get things started a little bit. So as you kind of, you wake up, you were assigned on like the top floor of the hotel. And so after you get things prepared and you probably stuff things back into your backpack and whatever, as you make your way down, you make your way down the hallway, there's a couple of other trainers waking up and whatnot. And as you get, you come to the area with all the elevators, you hit the button, and when the elevator opens, there's Finn. And he goes, "Oh, well, good to see you three awake already. I was just coming to get you three."
Who is this man?
Finn is the gym leader.
Yeah.
I know, but Seth was not part of that conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you walked
yeah.
by him.
Yeah, but Seth is right. He didn't get the information because he just like ran. He went straight to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, he didn't get the name. If anything, he literally just saw a dude in like a pimp outfit getting snowbird cones.
Who is this man and why is he looking for us?
He's the gym leader.
Why does the gym leader know what our hotel room is?
He's a gym leader. We're on a small,
That doesn't give
Are we
him
on
right
an
to know
island?
the fucking hotel registry.
You don't think he just,
he's the gym leader. All he has to do is ask.
I don't think that's how that works. That's a huge breach of privacy.
I'm genuinely flabbergasted. I don't know how to respond to that. Aren't we just
I
in
love
the
the-
elevator?
Yeah, we're doing this right in front of him.
Yeah, he
And
just
Eleanor's
kind of,
gonna look at him and go, "Good morning, Finn."
he just kind of like kind of laughed and he goes, "Well, yes, good morning. I'm here to unless you have other things to do first, I'm here to escort you to the gym challenge."
I don't have anything that I would do, but I will say some time between where we left off and now, I would have swapped out beans for the Milotic.
Okay. Give me just 1 second to do that then.
And thusly, Beans was never seen again.
No, he'll be seen. He's just not
When-
quite useful for me right now.
He'll be seen when Eleanor gets tired of carrying her backpack.
Eleanor ain't a bitch.
And Seth also switch out Osage for Marimo.
Yes.
Is that the dumb eyes?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
He's kind of exactly what we needed for this fight because he knows steel type moves.
So, okay, who am I switching him out for again?
Osage.
Sage.
Osagi.
Okay. Spira, do you have anything to switch out?
No.
Before I
I
close
don't
this
have
thing?
any boxed Mon, do I?
You
Oh,
have
Siggy.
Siggy.
I don't. No.
Okay. All right. So as
In the middle.
what?
How do you do it so it's not on a
shift.
grid?
Shift.
So so he kind of, again kind of like tips his hat and says good morning, and he says, or no, yeah, good morning, taking you to the gym challenge. Yeah, so I assume you three just step inside, right? Nothing
Yeah,
else
of
to do?
course. I mean, that's where we're going.
Okay. So as the doors close, he just goes,
Oh Jesus!
What happened?
I just
Oh.
I'm trying to upsize the.
Boy. Yeah, so as the doors kind of close, he goes, "Oh, there is one thing I forgot." And he kind of like takes his hat off, and obviously he's like behind all three of you. You know, you guys walked in, and just so he takes his hat off, and he kind of like shakes it, and this pink powder just kind of like flies off of it, and he just fans it, and well, your eyes get very heavy.
Oh, he just like chloroformed us.
He fucking drugged us.
It's sleep powder.
And the last thing you hear is, my garden is a secret. And with that,
That's
don't
not
like the
creepy
way
as
that-
shit or anything.
I don't like that the the music stopped as soon as he said that.
all right. And so, the next time your eyes kind of flutter open, you're not standing in a hotel elevator. That music just a little bit.
Man's just kidnapped 3 teenagers in broad daylight and no one stopped him.
Man's just kidnapped 3 teenagers and rubbed it in Eleanor's face that he has a Dratini Dragonair and Dragonite. Fuck you, Finn.
Yeah.
You guys were like, why the fuck are you being mean to him, Seth? Fucking called it.
He's just a nice boy, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, crime."
So, and the next time your eyes kind of like flutter open, you are not standing in a hotel elevator, but instead almost blinded by the bright sun and pastel colors of well, what looks like a very large garden. You actually feel so refreshed, as if you've had the best sleep ever. All of you have 10 temporary hit points.
Wow.
And as you kind of like shake yourself awake, you see what appears to be a group of Pokemon having like a picnic, and there is a man who's dressed in an all-black suit with blacked out shades, but he has what appears to be painted on rosy cheeks.
Yes.
He's already taken us to a secondary location. We're fucked.
No, don't you understand? This is the gym challenge.
It's a crime is what it is.
Listen, Seth, beggars can't be choosers, and right now, we have a lot of stuff we gotta do.
Oh God, Slurpuff. Fucking creepy ass Pokemon.
How are you two just fine with this? How?
I mean, it's pretty obvious this man is the one who explains the gym to us.
So as you kind of walk up, the Dragonite kind of turns to you and like nods as he takes a sip from a very large teacup. And
You the BioWare goblet glitches.
the man just kind of goes, "Ah, I see. You're finally awake. You've been lying there for quite some time. Ben
You've
must have
just
used...
been watching us?
Damn, not only did we get chloroformed, we got Skyrimmed.
Look, I hate it too because it's such a common like turn such a common like turn of phrase. that you just can't think of Skyrim anymore, or Skyrim without saying it anymore. But he goes, "Watching? No, I've been stuck here at the tea party." And you just kind of like look over, and the Sylveon is like, very kind of menacingly, almost like, pouring the tea and passing around biscuits and whatnot.
You aren't stuck here. You're enjoying it.
Yes. He kind of like clears his throat. I suppose I should explain what's going on, shouldn't I?
Sure.
Yeah,
Well-
that'd help a bit.
Welcome.
Don't mind him. He's cranky when he first wakes up.
Oh, don't
We
worry.
were kidnapped!
Oh, don't worry. This happens quite often. Welcome to Finn's Fairy Garden. Also, the location to the Crag Beach Gym Challenge. It is not the original gym challenge, but, well, Hera's challenge was always known to be a little bit too dangerous.
We're gonna die here. We're going to die. Both of these gym leaders are insane and apparently have no regard for the law or other people's personal safety.
Eleanor's just gonna shrug at Seth and turn to the man and say, "Go on."
So, the gym challenge is simple. There are 3 items that normally reside at the shrine that you'll find up north. You won't miss it at all. But, well, you know how fairy Pokemon tend to be. They like to take them. So, just collect all 3, place them back where they go, and the way to the castle will open.
That's simple enough.
Would you like to...
What are the items?
The items are... What? Yes. A dragon tooth, an orb, and a sacred sword. It's actually made of foam, but it's sacred enough.
Fair enough. Alright. And, I suppose...
He was asking us a question.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. He was just gonna ask if you wanted a cup of tea.
Absolutely.
Sure. So it counts as a fresh water.
Yes! I
There
get
you
my
go.
water!
Yes.
And just as an aside, because I'm dumb, I decided to put a type chart on my other monitor so that I wouldn't have to be that one person that never remembers typings.
I pull it up all
Nice.
the time as well. Fresh water isn't under items. Where would I find it?
Oh no, did they...
It might just be called water.
It's called enriched water.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Get in my bag.
Okay, he also kind of mentions that there is no time limit here, and, oh, he also mentions that due to the nature of the garden, please refrain from using your Pokemon for combat, if combat were to break out.
So what you're saying is, if they decide to attack us, don't do anything.
The Dragonite kind of just like turns and cocks his head, and you just hear, no, nothing. I'm sure humans know how to fight. In a voice that is very clearly not the man standing in front of you.
This is totally unrelated to the game. Just to let you know, it's like downpouring at my house.
Oh
And
boy.
like really windy, so if I disconnect, it's because I lost power.
Okay. Yeah, I was hearing a little bit of stuff when you were talking, but I didn't.
Yeah,
realize.
the rain's hitting against the windows in here.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay.
Well, anyway, let's get this gin challenge done.
Yes, let's get started, shall we?
The dragon I
everything-
just talked, and we're just gonna walk away from this. Okay. Today can't get weirder, I guess.
I'm sorry. I know that I was the one who initiated that conversation, but my mom came in to talk to me. I did not realize that was the Dragonite speaking.
It is inferred to be the Dragonite, yes.
Could they hear it though, or was it
Yes.
just to me? Oh,
No, everybody heard it.
So either this dragonite can talk, or that's a dragonite fursuit.
I'm going with the latter because it makes me feel more comfortable.
Well,
The fursuit makes you more comfortable?
Than a talking dragon. I know I talk to Pokemon, but like the fact you guys can hear it is, kind of unsettling.
So as you kind of reach the top of the stairs, you actually kind of hear four kind of like young voices kind of like arguing amongst themselves.
Like English or
No, very much English.
Can every Pokemon here talk?
And yeah, as you kind of approach the Ralts, the four of them, you just hear the conversation. No, you're going to hide. No. You are. No. I am. No. Wait, who's gonna be seeking? Wait. How do we play hide and seek without anyone seeking?
Sphera just looks at Eleanor, and looks at the Pokemon, and she goes, "Hello, Rob."
And one of them, the one closest to Spear, just kind of like turns around and, humans. Hi, hello. What brings you here?
We are looking for some very special things.
Oh, yeah, we know where those are.
Could you show us?
Well, we could tell you if you play hide and seek with us.
bet you're on.
Okay. You three will be seeking, and the four of us, we'll just go hide.
Okay.
60 seconds? So as, did somebody just exhale? Is somebody
No,
happy?
I started making a like the Tina Belcher noise of just trying to think of if we could traverse this in 60 seconds or if they
No, as in like count.
They
Count.
Yeah, they have
okay,
60
okay.
seconds
I was
to
like,
hide.
Jesus Christ, 60 seconds to find all of them.
I was
God.
gonna say when I pan out this map, I'm like, oh, we're never finding these fuckers.
I'm glad we had the same thought. Also, I just realized this man has a shiny Altaria. Why a floofy like that?
It's
a
mega evolved.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
All right. So as you, I assume you're gonna start counting, right?
Yeah.
Sure. So as you kind of, I wish that there was a way. I wish there was a way I could black out the screen, but I can't. So this is just gonna be kind of awkward. Whoop.
Add it in post.
Right. All right. So 58, 59, 60.
Yeah.
We
There
really
you go.
just sat here for 60 seconds when we could have continued exploring while they all hide.
Yeah, but we have to close our eyes.
Yeah.
Seth, I may not know the most about fairy Pokemon, but typically when you play the fairies games, you have to play by their rules or things go badly for you.
I mean, I already got like 4 younger siblings, so I understand that.
Eleanor's gonna
So-
turn around and tell Seth, make sure you never tell them your name. And she's gonna go walk off and look for them.
Just walk off without Seth. Like, look, he's standing there flabbergasted, like, what the? I have more questions than answers, and I am concerned.
You're just gonna look around.
Sure. And so as you kind of approach these 3 statues, the very obviously are where the sacred items go, and you notice one of the Ralts is kind of like peering out from behind one of the statues. Oh, I should have hidden better. Oh. Well, that's one of us. 3 to go.
Fair enough.
What you doing over there, Seth?
Seth at first spotted these bee houses, and then now that he sees that there's like Grabombi and stuff over here, he's like, I don't know if I want to interact with these things if they all talk and they're all weird little tricksters and
And I can't tell them my name.
Sure, and also as you're kind of like looking around, you notice that there's a Ralts like at the top of one of these trees. Just kind of like holding on at the very top of it. You can tell
how
he's
do
a
you
little
get up there?
He's a little shaky.
I'm pretty sure they can teleport, can't they? Eleanor uses headbutt.
Just on the tree to shake him down.
Yeah. It's
know
like it's like Wind Waker.
Give me a combat roll.
A combat roll?
Yeah, fight the tree.
Okay. So you want me to make a struggle attack?
No,
Yeah,
there's a
but
combat skill.
I mean, if
Oh, is there? Okay.
you want to,
Right.
you can use struggle too. If you want to actually like.
Wait, no,
Attack.
this. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. 4.
4. So as you kind of like knock into the tree, it does like shake, and you hear the Ralts go whoa. But he does stand firm at the top of the tree.
You know what? I realized after the fact that,
Yeah, you just
Eleanor-
gonna catch him if he falls off? What are you doing?
No, I realized that literally Eleanor's background is as a child she just climbed trees all the time. I don't know why I'm hitting the tree when I could just go up and get him myself.
Sure enough. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Both of them are untrained. Hey. Nice. Tree.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let that 9 work. So yeah, you kind of, it's slow going, but you do kind of like climb up the tree, and you pop up at the top, and the Ralts goes, "Oh, you found me! Yay! Can you help me get down? Kind of
Yes.
stuck. Thank you."
We're gonna go back down.
That's 2 out of 4. Keep going. Good luck. He just kind of like waves as you leave.
Nice pond.
Nice pond.
What was this?
That is a sunstone. Congratulations.
Yo,
No.
Oh, why
I
am I
actually needed that.
here? I am thinking those are the items that we're supposed to be looking for. Now they're just actual items.
I see mushroom, and I ignore mushroom in fairyland.
Rock formation. What's in the
Ooh.
hole?
So as you kind of approach the hole, a puff of like pink and purple smoke starts to billow out of it, and almost in like a tornado fashion, a grim snarl pops out. Hey, what do you say?
Nope, stranger danger.
What do you say for some riddles?
As long as your riddles have nothing to do with being hit on, sure, go for it.
What? Why would I hit on anybody? Why are you Pokemon?
Listen, just give me the riddle.
Okay. Do you even know what you're playing for?
No.
Okay. Well, you get a prize if you win. If
I
you
mean-
answer them.
Yeah, I listen, you offered up a riddle, I'm down. I don't even need to hear all this.
Okay. 3. And he kind of like clears his throat a little bit. 3 riddles is all I ask. Get them wrong and a trick is played. And
Answer me these riddles 3.
He goes, number 1. Jingle, jingle, don't underestimate me. I may look stupid and useless, but to slaying dragons, I am the key. Who am I?
Seth isn't over there. Wee.
There you go. Come on, Seth. Start running.
Totally heard that shit from all the way over there.
I'll give you that. I didn't realize you were back there when I paused.
I was adding the sunstone to my inventory.
That's fair. Understandable.
So is this only Eleanor, or can we like jump?
No,
in?
you can jump in.
Yeah. Wait, can I have that riddle again?
It's
Jingle.
a clef key.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Don't underestimate me. I may look stupid and useless, but to slaying dragons, I am the key. Who am I?
Clef key.
Clef key! I'm glad that you were paying attention, Seth, because my brain instantly went to... You said jingle jingle, I'm like, chingling. And I'm like, wait, no. Psychic doesn't have anything to do with it.
I also immediately thought of Klefki, but I was like, no, that's too simple.
See, good. Next, with fur the color of blood and light, and claws of blackest darkest night, I ceaselessly search high and low for my slithery enemy, my bane, my foe. Who am I?
Zangoose.
Oh. You must have a Pokedex. You're very smart. Last one. Say my name. Say my name forward or reverse. It doesn't matter. Both my heads wish for a mega evolution. That would be
Giraffe
so
rig.
much. You didn't even let me finish, but you get it
Listen!
It's like Giraffurig's gimmick, dude. You can't start off with the gimmick.
Fine. I didn't even get to play a prank. How boring. But
Winner,
whatever.
chicken dinner.
And he kind of like swirls his hand around at the wrist and he goes, fine, here you go. The fairy orb. Congratulations. You get to keep
Orb,
your
orb,
eyebrows. And he kind of like tornadoes back and he goes down into the little hole in the ground.
Wow. I'm very tempted to pick up one of these rocks and place it over the hole because that was awful. I don't want to see that Grimmsnarl ever again. I draw the line there.
Oh god, was it the terrible voice?
It just was unsettling. I think the voice plus the, how Grimmsnarl looks. This is
He
It's
was
true.
gonna add our eyebrows to his collection.
literally your pinky toes. Hand him over.
You gonna ponder that orb?
I spy. What do you mean ponder the orb?
You got a fairy orb. Ponder it.
I mean, that's the orb we were looking for, right?
Yeah.
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 I presume.
Why do I have to
Yes.
ponder it?
Memes.
Oops.
Oh, I don't
Right.
know that one, but I spy. Oh no, I did not spy. What is this?
As you so as you kind of like approach the field with the Ralts, its head like barely popping out over the flowers, a couple of flower Pokemon just kind of like pop out, and they do not look very happy, and they go, "Protect the child."
Damn.
This is our garden.
Listen, we didn't choose to come here.
Does not matter.
Hell, you guys aren't even grass type. What the fuck is this?
Oh boy. It stopped the good music. There we
Evil
go.
fairy music.
God, I should have. Alright, Spira, you're up.
I'm sorry. What did the Dragonite say about not fighting?
Don't use our
Not do
Pokemon.
proper Pokemon battle. I was wondering whether or not they would be mad at me if I used Hone Edge as a weapon. They probably would be. Well, Sphero was just walking through the flower field, and like when she got to the other side, a bunch of Floettes appeared. So she turned around. She's like, "What's going on?" Spots the Ralts, and they look all aggressive. So she's just gonna. Oh, I can't do anything.
Hey. You stepped on our flowers. We worked very hard.
Oh, where's the flower lady from?
As you continue to step on them.
It's their fault for not giving us a path up this way that's free of flowers.
Flowers are pretty.
They are. I like that you just walked up to it and like punched it in the face.
Like he just punches it and it just goes like spinning, you know, like those leaves from the, I forget what tree it is, that it just kind of like helicopters.
Yeah, like the maple seed pods and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I was thinking more like those old toys where you would just like pull the ripcord and the weird
yeah.
fairy thing would fly into the air.
Oh, the one that went into the fireplace?
Yeah, that vine.
Yep. All right, Eleanor, you're up.
I didn't want to have to punch something, but I guess I'm punching.
I mean, you don't have to.
The
I mean,
combat
yeah.
music started. We punch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, but this isn't a league sanctioned thing, right? Cool. Can I channel the one a diagonal to me?
Sure. It will take. Doesn't it take some of your some of like your HP?
I have
or
no. It doesn't take
No.
any of my HP. I just have to make a check.
That's right.
what
I'm thinking of PTA. I said it.
The forbidden system.
Listen, don't confuse the viewers.
I did have somebody ask me if I'd play Pokemon.
I
Fighting.
passed it.
Hey, all right. All right.
By the way, it was a
you-
DC 15.
Yeah. So you channel it. What do you want to say to it? Or are you
Channeling
getting its emotion?
Well, hold on. It's been a while since I've actually channeled something.
That's fair.
What the fuck? They took it. They took the actual details out of the character sheet. Now I have to pull up the PDF.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, just tell me its feelings and why it's trying to protect Ralts.
It's hesitant. It doesn't want to fight. But it's protecting the Ralts because Ralts is a friend, and obviously y'all are intruding on their little, for what they consider their protected little patch of flowers that they tend to on the regular.
I assume I can't make another action.
I mean, I'll let you speak to it. It's not. I don't mind.
I just want to say we mean it no harm. We're literally just playing a game with Ralts. We're trying to, do the gym challenge so that we can go play with your pal Finn.
And it just kind of stops, and just kind of blinks a little bit and goes, "Just a game?" Oh. Waltz didn't say that, but it makes sense. Okay. And the Floette just kind of calls out to the other ones, "It's okay. We can. The flowers will prevail. Though that one needs to stop stepping on them, but it's just a game of hide and seek." And they all just kind of let out a collective groan. And they go, "Okay." And the Ralts is just over there kind of laughing. And he goes, yeah, 3 of 4. 1 to go. Sorry about that.
You watch that Floette get punched in the face, and we're still I'm gonna keep all of this information to myself.
It's okay.
Damn! You hear that, Floette? He doesn't care about you.
Just, the Floette just kind of goes, "Oh, I'll be fine. At least you're not a dragon Pokemon."
Fair enough. Eleanor's gonna cross carefully and take caution to not actually step on any of the flowers.
Seth's gonna offer this Floette an Oran Berry before he goes through the flowers and tries not to trample any of them.
It will graciously take the Oran Berry, and as it does, it just starts floating downwards because the Oran Berry weighs it down.
These things are so tiny.
It wasn't a punch, it was a flick.
Yeah, it just...
You swatted at it like a gnat.
Oh look, a little fenced-in area.
What's fenced-in area? Well, as you kind of look around, there's little pretty flowers and all of that, but it just seems to be a little... It looks to be somewhere where a Pokemon sleeps. You can kind of see the grass being disturbed and whatnot. But as you're kind of looking around, as you look past the fence, you do spot kind of an item laying on the ground. Your nice perception. It is a big root.
A big root.
Big root.
Big root for Big Pharma.
Bruh.
That's what it is.
I forget what big roots do.
They're a medicine item, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
No.
one of those bitter. I thought it was a
No.
bitter medicine item that
Not this
Oh
one.
no,
This
it increases grass type moves, right?
No, it doubles
No.
the HP regen from Mega Drain and Giga Drain.
Ah.
That's a very good Seth item to get.
Maybe I want to give it to Noivern. He is Mega Drain.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know why, but It does.
Type coverage.
Give-
You're right.
I mean, are you gonna teach him flamethrower later on?
I don't know if he can, but if so, then probably.
In the games, at least he can. I used to have a Noivern on my competitive team.
Well, Noivern can be a special attacker or a physical attacker. I think I'm actually building Justice to be a physical attacker, which might not be a good idea, but I digress. I'm not really paying that closely attention to, like, all of my Pokemon's, like, stats and shit. Just gonna put it in my equipment for now, and then...
Anyways.
moving swiftly on. Oh gosh, I am alone in this hell.
Yep.
Run!
Everyone's just.
Run!
We gotta find a route.
Welcome back.
How am I already out of coffee? Damn.
Because you drank it all, Forehead.
Sure.
Apparently, I did. Where is the frost? Where is the frost?
Well,
Where is the rock?
Eleanor would absolutely be distracted instead by the tea party going on over here.
Oh,
Hello,
boy.
ladies.
All
and
right.
possible dads.
So you kind of like walk over, and there's a Wigglytuff that's like eating on a very large like apple. It's like the size of a human head, and then Creamy, right?
Alchemy.
Yeah, is just kind of like sipping on some tea, and the Wigglytuff like puts the big apple down as it kind of hear, its ears twitch and stuff, and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing here? This is my tea party."
That is not the voice I expected.
I wasn't expecting that when I made the joke, "Hello, ladies and possible chads." I wasn't expecting it to actually be a Chad. Well, I am here because I was curious to see what you guys were doing.
Having a tea party.
Nice.
Yeah. You want a slice of cake? Something?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. And he just kind of like points to the cake that's already been like cut into slices. It's very obviously like a store-bought cake. And whoever wants a piece gets leftovers.
Peace.
Nice. And he
Eleanor
goes,
tells Seth about the names rule, but not the freaking eating food from fairies rule.
Listen, Eleanor's taken food from literally every single person who has offered it to her.
"It's true."
I
It's
literally
like out of
have-
the well-known fairy rules, like do not eat or drink anything they offer you is like one of the number one rules.
Oh, so you're here for the gym challenge, right?
She's gonna take her 2 pointer fingers and her 2 pointer fingers. She's gonna do that salute finger thing.
Well, good luck.
You haven't happened to see any Ralts lurking around, have you?
Yeah, he ran by here. He went through that cave over there, and then well, you can actually kind of see him a little bit. He's over there, kind of peeking out behind the waterfall. Cave's
That-
very
that
dark,
is-
though.
That is indeed what is happening. And Eleanor is not going for a swim. But Maggie sure is.
Okay. Sure. And as Maggie approaches the Ralts kind of like waves a little bit, and even though you're far, far away, you hear Maggie go, "You are to come with me."
No, I don't like that. You can make his weird Pokemon talk, but no. No, my sweet girl.
And the Ralts just kind of like hangs its head and goes, okay, and like hops on the back of Maggie, and they
And Maggie wants to know what this is on her way by.
it is a power herb.
Good job, Maggie. Now let me put you back in your ball because I don't want to hear you talk. That's terrifying.
Yeah, as you recall, you just hear, okay, bye. And the Rolf just goes, okay, that's 4. And like you can see around the neck of this one, it has like a tooth on a necklace, and it kind of like takes it off and goes, here you go.
2 items down. 1 remains.
1 remains, and we got a nice dark cave here to explore.
It was literally just like a dark tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah. What did I write about it? Yeah, it would have called for a perception to see through the cave or take minor damage, or charm/guile to have him like come out on his own, was what my notes had written. I did not expect the, oh well, I'll just go have a Pokemon fetch him. But it makes sense. I have no complaints about that.
Wait. You meant for something to look in the tunnel here to get the Ralts from over here?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
it
just
comes
a
out
little.
behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I totally didn't even think of that. I just was like, okay, go get him, Maggie.
Fair enough. I mean, that's fine.
Now, where would a bunch of fairies keep a sword made of foam? Ay. I also love the little, like, Pokemon chairs over here.
They're
Seahorse,
those.
the horsey thingies.
Yes.
The rocking
With-
horses.
Yeah,
at
with the
park.
yeah, with the spring. Yeah.
Teeter totter.
Yeah.
So as you kind of walk over, you know, obviously you stare down and you see that it's kind of the start of the area, and you see the Dragonair and the Dratini and the Primarina.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like playing, and you notice that the Primarina has like a sheath on its back. It doesn't appear to have anything in it, but it does appear to have like an ornate kind of sheath.
You think we should go all the way back down, or do you think we should talk to it from the cliff face?
Cannonball!
You know, I almost did that, by the way.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Wait forever for Seth to go around since he can't swim.
Need to get you some floaties.
No, he is gonna be the same little grass boy. You will not make him into one of those, like, swimming in the ocean trainers.
Oh god. Spira is AFK, but what do you want to do, Eleanor?
Well, I'm gonna call out to the Primarina and say, hey.
And it kind of like whips its head around and goes, hello. Hi.
We're
Howdy.
We're looking for an ancient sword.
Oh yeah. I know where it is.
Are you gonna tell us, or?
Oh,
You got more riddles?
no, I hate riddles. Altaria took it from me.
A rude?
Yeah, just snatched it right off my back. I kept the sheet though. It's kind of cool.
But it is pretty cool. Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome. And just kind of like hops down into the water. Swims over here, the edge of the water.
Deep would you say this river is right here?
It's not super deep. Like the river is deep enough for like a Pokemon to travel through, but yeah, for anyone else it's not that deep.
Where does it come up to? Like kneecaps or some shit?
I mean, maybe like upper thigh. Like it's definitely like wading water. It is also yep. It's there goes Seth.
That's got a long jump, so
Yeah, I
he's
was gonna
try to
say,
jump
yeah.
over this thinner bit.
What's your long jump?
2.
2? Alright, give me a roll to try to go further. Athletics or acrobatics.
Hell yeah,
Hmm.
but good in both.
Yeah. So you kind of like you do a running jump.
We
Yep, you make it over.
I have wet shoes.
Spirit's just gone creative mode and is just like T-posing over the entire place.
She's like Jesus, she doesn't get wet.
No,
Altaria!
it's just kind of like the Altaria is just kind of like preening its feathers, its fluffy feathers, and it kind of like looks up and goes, "Can I help you?"
How rude of you to steal the sword from Primarina.
Steal it or protect it? It was getting wet. It's not made of metal. Could deteriorate.
Can Spirit
close.
do an Altaria call?
Sure. Sure. And you make the sound, and the Altaria just kind of like tilts its head and goes, or it kind of like tilts its head and copies you and goes, "Well, I see somebody is well versed in their bird Pokemon. So, you want the sword?"
We are in need of it. And your plumage there, like I know you were just preening and all, but I could really make that fluff out for you if you just let us have the sword, please.
Sure. So for yeah, the Altaria will do an exchange of being pampered for the sword.
Yay!
Pamper first, though.
Well, of course. So Spira busts out her fucking grooming kit and spends, I don't know, however much time, 10, 15 minutes probably, just floofing.
Okay.
Well,
Sure.
while she's doing that, Eleanor's gonna deposit the items.
All right. As you kind of deposit the items, when you put the last one in, you almost get this like strange sensation in your body, almost as if you were kind of like hit with some type of like concussive kind of like blast almost, and it feels like this area kind of like shakes. And with that, things kind of start to waver, and where is it? There it is. There we go. All right, so as the last one is placed, all that stuff happens, and next thing you know, because your vision goes dark again, you wake up in what appears to be a very elegant, uh, but ancient lobby of appears to be like a castle of some sorts. And there is only one path in front of you. All three of you have been you're like laying it up against each other. Long, the floor is checkered and like shined to a mirror finish, and is completely lit by these wide open heads of guard chomp.
We keep falling asleep against our will and waking up in weird places. I'm gonna become agoraphobic.
Well, are you gonna go home? Because last time I checked, you didn't like home.
If that's too deep of a question for our current predicament, I'll table that for later.
We're circle back.
Seth is gonna take 1d4 emotional damage.
Thank you, Beans.
Beans is the distributor of emotional damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Emotional damage.
Is this like a dark and ominous castle, or is this like...
No, it's well lit. Like I said, the floor is like polished and all that, but there is again like one path. Like you're not even in like a hallway almost, right? It's just you're in a room, and in front of you, probably like 30 feet away, is this large archway leading to another room, it looks like.
Okay. Well, proceed down the path.